Here at the Lamex Stadium, where Billy Joe Saunders has just picked up the WBO super middleweight title, two-time world champion, won a points decision over Shefat ISUFI. As expected, I thought that was going to be the result coming in. I could see Billy Joe Saunders picking it up on points. He hasn't been in the ring for quite a while, he's been inactive, but you know, he's back with Ben Davison now. You can see that there's a good feel in the camp with him, Tyson Fury and Isaac. You know, Billy Joe Saunders in the first few rounds looked amazing. Very quick, very sharp, was boxing circles around ISUFI, and I was hoping that he would get the stoppage. You know, he was pretty much peppering him, doing what he wanted to do. He got wobbled a bit in the 6th round, you know, but he showed his composure. He moved around the ring, showed good legs, and he showed why he's a world-class boxer by staying out of trouble. But you know, Billy Joe Saunders, for me, I think it's time now for him to step up and take on the likes of Canelo, or, you know, a Triple G, or Danny Jacobs, Demetrius Andrade, or if he's going to stay at super middleweight and defend his title, take on the likes of a Callum Smith, even a Chris Eubank Jr. rematch. I would watch it. You know, not everybody here was in favour of it, but I would watch it. There's plenty of guys out there for Billy Joe Saunders to fight. He's got the talent, and I think if he fights people at this level, then he's going to fight down to that level eventually, and then, you know, we're not going to see his potential. I did a poll on my Instagram last week, and it was, do you think Billy Joe Saunders has lived up to his potential so far in his career? And it was a resounding 90% of the people said no. You know, we want to see him take on the likes of a Canelo, or, you know, a Demetrius Andrade, or somebody on that level, because we feel like Billy Joe Saunders is on that level and he's ready to fight those guys. He's 29 years old now. He said it himself plenty of times. The next 2-3 years in his career are going to be vital. So he's in the prime right now, and I'd like to see him step up and take on those guys, because I think he gives Canelo, I think he gives him nightmares. If he's on point and he can, you know, if he's at the top of his game, I think his style will give Canelo nightmares, man. I'm not saying that he'll win, but I think that it will give him problems, and we're only really going to see that if he's switched on and taken on the best out there, instead of the likes of Shefat ISUFI, who's tough and he's strong, but he's not on the level of Billy Joe Saunders. So, you know, good fight for him tonight to shake off some of that ring rust that needed to be done. He's picked up a 2nd world title now in as many weight divisions. What would you guys like to see from Billy Joe Saunders next? I've outlined what I'd like to see, but drop your thoughts in the comments as to who you'd like to see him actually fight next and what you'd like to see him do. As I said, he's approaching the prime of his career now, 29 years old. So let's hope that he'll go out there and take on these guys that we want to see. Boxing Lowdown, I'll catch you guys on the next one.